Hey, hi, how are all of you beautiful people doing on this fine day today? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Merry Christmas, you cheeky bastards. I didn't say that on my last video because I forgot to write in my script, but you know me, I'm a very forgetful person. Arata makes his appearance on the YouTube channel, and to be honest, I'm at a loss for words at how the show hasn't gotten a second season yet. With Knull getting a lot of attention on the big screens because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I found it very fitting to talk about him. I mean, he's so strong, right? I mean, he's like infinite layers in outer versal, right?
You sure about that?
Arata opposes the very principles of the world and is unbounded by the physical laws of that said world. Magic opposes the very principles of the world. Due to that, Magiuses can interact with beings from a higher dimension. They can also connect with archives which exist on a higher dimension called the center of the universe, a level unrecognizable by the human brain and certainly unreachable by a physical body. This leads into a higher dimensional existence, but we will get back to this later. And of course, I will talk about Knull scaling too. Don't worry, I'm not that biased. Arata has conceptual manipulation. Magic is a power that surpasses every law and is deviated from the rules of the world and opposes the very principles that makes up that world. As such, it can bring phenomena or beings into existence that normally would never exist, including devils, monsters, and apparitions. Spell surpasses the laws and rules of the world and uses a power that's non-existent called magic. Magic can break the concepts that exist in that world. Arata has the ability to manipulate the laws of the world where his magic surpasses the laws of his world. He can rewrite the world how he sees fit. Gods are the embodiment of concepts and Arata can interact with these concepts. He also has the ability to control and manipulate principles. You wanna know what Knull can do? Knull can fucking fly! Are you impressed by this bitch's godlike power? Cause I mean, yo, this is the start to something good, man. I think we might be on to something right now. Unlike Hakai, Arata can actually erase whatever he wants from existence. Never forget, ladies and gentlemen, that beers cannot kill immortals with Hakai, even stated by himself. Arata also has the abilities of all the women in his harem, so whatever his harem can do, he can do as well. Side note, I'm really not going to go over every single one of their abilities because if I'm being blatantly honest, this would be like super long and I really don't want to do the research on all those other characters because I just don't care about them for that reason. There are many other reasons to care about them, as you guys know. We still don't have a season 2 for Trinity 7 and that's a fucking crime in and of itself. Knull is one of those overwhelmed characters from the comics that makes me want to take a chainsaw and shove it up my ass. I've seen this cunt wank till infinite layers in a high outer by these Marvel fanboys, and this shit's getting out of hand. I just don't know how you're doing that. If you want to talk about high outer versatile characters, we can talk about Joker and we can talk about Feather. I'm just saying, bro, those are true high outer characters. Knull says that the infinite abyss is an infinite void. At that moment, Eddie was taking him to kill him, and Knull was aware that he was going to die. He had fought and he defeated him beforehand. He essentially states that he will come back and that it was stated that Knull returns in the future and he never truly fully died. So that's very confusing in and of itself, but to break it down, this really just gives some type 8 immortality. I mean, okay, that's respectable. I can fuck with characters who have type 8 immortality. We are off to a great start with Knull, actually. Not about that flying bullshit, am I right? But damn, it would be a shame if Arata could negate regeneration to that high of a degree. Oh wait. Arata has type 9 immortality negation. Let me explain to you really quickly since you guys don't know shit about Trinity 7. First off, you need to understand that all gods are completely different from humans in the Trinity 7 verse. Arata is able to hurt and kill these gods with a beyond dimensional existence. Don't worry, this will make more sense when I talk about the actual scaling of Trinity 7. But hey, Knull has type 4a causality. That's pretty cool, I guess. The Abyss exists in the chasm between previous universes and the current one, placing it outside of the multi-entity. He can also control the Abyss he creates. He is the very first symbiote that was formed from that Abyss, and he did kill one of the Celestials. All of the other Celestials exile Knull to the Void. This worked out for Knull because he strengthened his sword there, which we will talk about later. Very important. He brought Harry Osborn, the Venom of Earth 1048, to the main universe, so I guess this means he can like BFR people? It's not, I don't even know what you call this. He can teleport people, spatial travel, dimensional travel. I don't know, it's one of those shit. But Knull can also seal the world with symbiotes, making it dark without sunlight. Damn, bro. Knull kind of emo. Wait, I got it. This is his favorite song.
Will tattoo themselves.
Knull is above the concept of life, and he can even resurrect the dead. Yes, he does have a sword, and I did mention it before, but how truly powerful is this sword? And will it really do anything against Arata? Because let's be real, a lot of people wank Knull because of his sword and what it did in the Marvel comics. The sword was stated by Galactus to corrupt the wielder's very soul. All of those cut by the all-black sword will gradually be infected by it, destroying them from the inside out. Lastly, within the God of Bomb, time moves extremely slow to the point that it's described as moving through tar. So hold on, let's back up for 1 second. The sword can kill a celestial, but because it can only affect the soul, it can do that. And because he killed a celestial, this puts him at high outer according to the Marvel fanboys. I disagree with that. I think it's just baseline outer or low outer. I will give you that much. Yes, I know what I said. Low outer to maybe base outer. I can attest to that because I have seen the scans that can actually put these entities at least outerversal. I hate saying it, but it is true. I know, I'm growing up, I'm maturing, I know, you guys don't like it. But back to the other point I just talked about with the God Bomb. Time moves extremely slowly. I don't really understand if this means like he can slow down time, or the sword slows down time, or the sphere slows down time. I don't know. It really doesn't mean anything, but he can manipulate time, I guess. So who cares? I don't know, who cares? Since I finally stated that Marvel has an outerversal verse, we can finally conclude that Knull can in fact be considered outerversal at least, or maybe low outer, unfortunately. He did one-shot a celestial and slew 3 of them before controlling their corpses as servants. Or wait, maybe a better feat to help all these Marvel fanboys is that it was stated by multiple times he was a threat to the multi-entity. Unironically, I could just say, who gives a shit? Because of this funny 16D scan that we always see. But I mean, sure, he scales to the celestials and they're apparently outerversal at least. So hold up, no scales to outerversal. Sure, whatever. I can almost agree to that because he killed a celestial with a sword that don't do shit with very little hexes. But let's bring it back to Arata. Arguably, you could say that he can actually scale higher than most, if not all of Marvel, and I will tell you why right now. Alrighty class, it's time to sit down while Mr. Othinus educates you dumb fucks on the reasons why Arata could possibly outscale all of Marvel. 1. Dimension equals world and world equals space-time, each of which has its own infinite size and timelines. 2. This proves the existence of infinite worlds, and those worlds are stacks of dimensional hierarchies with having infinite possibilities for a single universe. 3. Each possibility follows the MWI, which stands for many world interpretations. This further is supported by the existence of the infinitely many time axes within a single timeline, and here is the proof that each branch goes on forever. 4. The threshold of dimensions sees infinite sizes of space-time as an infinitesimal, and there can be infinitely many thresholds because of the infinite time axis in a single timeline. Reversely, that there are infinite possibilities to branch out from the origin or that said threshold. This automatically qualifies the Trinity 7 verse for being outerversal, possibly high outer if you truly want to wank it, but I don't wank anything, guys. Come on, I'm a very non-biased YouTuber. So with that being said, Arata has created multiple space-times that are parallel universes that collided with space-times he created to other space-times. This resulted to its destruction. He did create the highest order of a breakdown phenomena that was continually destroying countless space-times. So bro, you let me know, what the fuck is Knull gonna do? I mean, if he can do this shit and he's got existence erasure and he can negate immortality to a higher degree than what Knull has, I just don't see how Knull could win. Take away the scaling, take away the outerversal. You tell me how Knull could beat Arata. I just don't see it happening. I really don't. When I was making this video, I really expected Knull to have a lot more hacks and a lot more power. It's really funny to say that because he did kill a celestial, which is outerversal. Don't get me wrong, that is powerful, but it's not the powerful that I'm talking about. In debates like these, I want to see characters with hacks that actually prove them to be powerful. All Knull has is a sword that just killed a celestial. That's it. Nothing more. Like, what the fuck? So sure, wank Knull to outerversal, whatever. I don't give a shit. But if you put these two motherfuckers on a battlefield, Knull is not coming out of this winning. There's just no way. Shit does not even matter in the slightest. Hell, I'm betting even Arata could be Lucifer from DC. Anime will forever solo comics. I said what I said. Come at me, bro.